Well, hi. Today we're going to be talking about stress. And I bet you felt stress at some point in your life, probably more than once. Stress is not fun. It can overwhelm us. It can cause us to do things that we wouldn't otherwise do and say things that we wouldn't otherwise say. So stress can really make choices for us if we let it. But today we're going to be talking about ways to manage our stress so that we're not overwhelmed. So we're going to work on stamping out stress using management skills to make stress into small bundles that we can turn into actual goals and make better choices. So we want to talk about a couple of keys to success. The first one is the overarching key to success, which is self-control. And self-control is something that's difficult to do, especially when we're stressed. You may have seen a TV show where someone's acting normal in the TV show, but then when they're put under a stressful situation, they start to act in ways that are maybe not the way that they normally would see themselves or others would normally see them. So it's a surprise. That can make for some good television, but in real life, it can be a real problem. So we want to talk about self-control and understand that self-control is a skill that's helpful in making good decisions, so determining out of a situation what right and wrong is or what the most right is. Because sometimes there are situations we get in where we have to choose the best of maybe some not real great options. We want to make choices that avoid risk. So here you see the little girl hugging a lion. That's not a very good idea. It has a high level of risk. Risk is anything that puts ourselves in danger, because we know when people get in dangerous situations, a lot of times that causes poor decisions. We also want to be able to accomplish our goals. These can be long-term goals, goals like I want to be a doctor one day, or they might be short-term goals like I'd really like to get an A on my test. So being able to manage our stress so that we can accomplish our goals is really important. Self-control is a really valuable tool too because it helps our long-term outcome, which means we want to be healthy, strong people when we get old and all along the way. Being a person with self-control means that we can make good choices that give us a better chance at having that long, healthy life. So, self-control means we're able to make healthier eating choices for ourselves, not just our parents making those choices, but we can make them for ourselves. We don't get as many injuries because we don't put ourselves in those risky situations as often, so we don't get as many injuries over the course of our life. We stay out of situations that might get violent. If you're a person with self-control, you can identify, this situation isn't going right, and you can change it or stay out of it. We choose our words and the people we hang out with, which prevents bullying problems. So when we choose our words and we're able to step back and say, okay, I need to be positive today. I'm going to be positive and I'm going to say positive things. I'm going to pick people up and make them feel good. That's going to make our whole environment, everybody around us, more positive, and it's going to keep us out of situations where trouble may happen. We're going to communicate with others more positively too. So like I said about thinking about being more positive, we're going to use words that pick people up instead of words that tear people down. We make better friendships. It's true. If you are a person with self-control, you're able to manage those friendships so you don't accidentally slip up when you get tired one day and call your friend a name or snap at them. People with practiced good self-control can hold back on that and remember that when they're tired and they recognize it. We can say no to dangerous substances that can hurt us and hurt others. So if we're saying no to something like a drug or something like that, we're able to make sure that our lives can be lived as long as possible without the interference of a bad substance that could hurt us and hurt family and friends as well. Last, we understand that we handle stress better by making it something we can manage rather than something that controls us. So when you take little bits like what we eat, staying out of dangerous situations, being a good friend, being positive, and managing our words, that's something that can really help us in the long run. I hope you've enjoyed this little walk around self-control and stress management. Remember that to be better people, we want to take ownership of our own actions and our own words so that we can help everyone around us. It'll make your life easier, make the people around you's life easier, it'll make you more successful people. Have a great day.